Hello and welcome to Technology Simplicity YouTube channel. Yes, my name is JayChong. Welcome to the Go Digital Live series and episode 44. Yeah, it's such a nice one to see that Go Digital Live series have been reached 44th episode. And this episode is really interesting because based on the poll we conducted, and you guys actually suggested a very interesting topic. Is called user interview or study actually. So when it comes to product or even website developments, it's really important and crucial that you actually understand more of your user, and conducting an interview or perhaps certain study is really helpful um to give you the proper insights about why your user, okay, why someone else want to use your product, okay, regardless it's a program, it's a mobile apps, it's a website. So think about that, and yeah, why not ask them directly, right? But at the same time, you might thought like, okay, how should I really ask them? Should I ask them what kind of questions, and why I need to ask them? Is it really important? Or yeah, I thought I'm a user as well. Why not ask myself and then I just build something for myself? Okay. So this is an interesting question and allow me to go through with you in a short 30 minutes. Let's go. Well, when you guys propose the topics user interview or study, yes, I'm actually put out it as a UX or UI perspective from website. Okay, I'm going to talk about website because this is something I really work on a lot, comparing to others environment. So let's talk about that. Okay, and yes, as I really promised that all of you, each episode will be a giveaway, and this round I'm going to give away business digitalization consultation one-on-one with me, and for those who actually won the last week's, okay, congratulations, and you can actually schedule your appointment with me, okay, based on the link that I actually share with you. Okay, once you won, I'm actually going to engage you, private message through the social media, and I'm going to send you a link whereby we can schedule the appointment that, and it's a 60 minutes private sessions. Okay, so let's carry on with today's topic, and it's about user interview or study. Okay, disclaimer, these whole sessions are intended for education's purpose only and do not replace independent professional judgment. Okay, and the rest please read it. Okay, and let's start it. And before we start, this whole presentation slide will be shared in the video description after 24 to 48 hours. So you can actually view this slide, okay? Up to you. And if you see these legends, with these animated hands or some arrows, which mean that specific elements on the slide is clickable and we will refer to a certain website or perhaps downloading something. So these are the legends, okay? Look around on the slide, and if you see such thing, click on it, and yeah, you will get a further reference. I believe this is really helpful for those who are trying to, do a study on this topic as well. So sharing is caring, right? Okay, so first of all, what is user interview in terms of doing a user research for your product or web development? So put it this way. User interview. Okay, this is quite long. I understand. Every time I start with a simple definition, everybody is like, okay, put it this way. When it comes to ideation phase or early concept development, you want to really understand what the user want, right? Okay, rather than just yourself wants, because everyone is unique, and sometimes you need to find a way balance between all the users' requests. And like, I really want to emphasize to all the programmers, developers out there, what you want doesn't mean what the user want. That's number one. Okay, and number two, what you can do, perhaps, click, tap, swipe, scroll, whatever action it is that require on your apps or your website, doesn't mean the other users will have the same knowledge. Okay, so user interview will be doing a structured methodology way, and is commonly used in terms of user research, and we try to gather information in terms of the feelings, okay, motivations, daily routines, or how they use several products. Okay, okay. Why we put feelings here? Okay, I believe some of you like, what? Are we really care about users feeling? I thought we are just building an apps or website. It is. Okay, put it this way. Each of the product up there, when I say product, means program, system, mobile apps, or even website. Okay, all those digital tools. Okay, what you're trying to build is trying to replicate what you're trying to help them, right? So while you're helping someone, for sure the feeling is actually taken care of at the same time. So think about that, okay? Many programmers and developers out there miss out this part, okay? This is why they're hardly to retain the user. And even though their product is great, and the user might feel like, okay, I feel like the other product actually care for my feeling, so I feel like being taken good care of, so I feel like I just want to switch. I'm sure you experienced this before. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, just for love, and one thing for sure is even though you got a little bit idea in terms of you wanted to conduct a user research or interview or study, make sure you really go for it. Okay, don't go there without preparation, and and the guy who get interviewed by you will feel like, are you actually ready this interview for me? Okay, this is definitely not incorrect, and you don't give this kind of false you know idea to the user that you get an interview by you. Okay, by the way, just for love, but same time give you okay. So when it comes to user interview, we talk about qualitative study. Okay, when it comes to qualitative, means it's a quality study. Okay, we are not trying to combine lots of quantitative study, but when you approach to conduct a qualitative study, it's actually including quantitative data mining. Okay, quantitative mean it could be a big numbers, so that's why you need the data mining. Okay, so how does researchers plan and execute their quality study? Okay, you can see here as in 73% will actually go for stakeholders interviews. Okay, they will actually ask the stakeholders, perhaps those who actually funded you, your investor, those major partners as well. Okay, go and check with them whether they like the things that you actually created. Okay, then you want to go for stakeholder other stakeholder research. Then you try to do a lot of data mining from whatever data that you can capture. Then of course you don't forget, okay, data from the sales and support. Okay, is quite important as well, because the support tickets is actually giving you a good insights. Okay, the feedbacks from the real user as well. Okay, then you can also conduct a literature review. Okay, compare your products with other competitors, and some of them may really have no planning, and 1% have other methodology, which is really minor and rare case, so not going to count that. Okay, so from what I see here is to conduct a qualitative study, we usually go for interviews. Okay, so when it comes to this part, okay, just for that one more time, okay, when you actually invite someone to your user interview, okay, don't act like they own you. Okay, it's like, you come to my user interview. Okay, that is not the right way. Okay, you invite them nicely, social with them, be friend with them, and take good care of their feeling. Remember, okay, one of the things that you want to care is user feeling, and you can't give them, it's like a hostile environment. You make them feel really uncomfortable while you're around them. It's like interrogations. Okay, that is that is going to affect, the feedbacks from the user, even though the product itself is okay, but because the way you conduct, it might actually, scare it off. So okay, do that. Okay, I know it's a just for laugh, but I think it's a good to remember. Okay, it's a good reminder. Okay, so let's carry on. Okay, when it comes to user research findings, how do you actually present your findings, after you conduct interviews or perhaps Odoo's data, right? Okay, so based on the percent of responses, I mean, this is a survey it's a study to understand how does the researcher done their research for user interview and study. Okay, so researchers share their findings. Usually they do it in live presentations, and they actually present to the stakeholders meetings. So there will be a slide decks, there will be summarized reports. Okay, some of them actually have ad hoc messages, and some actually share by using a repository tools, and some even actually conduct workshops because their finding is perhaps revolutionize certain things. Okay, they might want to share to more researchers, and there are long form of reports as well, and some actually build up their internet wiki for properly for next generation or as documentation as well. So this is part of it. And if you see the highlight that here is you want to convert it into a live presentations, right? So 87%, guys, is quite a lot. So why does they all want to do this live presentation? Because I would believe during presentation is one of the best way, because I mean, okay, one is it will be a best way to present your stuff, like in a meeting, in a presentation form. Okay, you do want to provide a very thick report whereby it could be lesser people will actually access to it, read it through, and so on. So you try to summarize it. That's number one. And number two, I believe most of the researcher will be so proud because they found something, okay, through their study, yeah, and so on. So yeah, think about that, okay. Then just follow up one more time. Like I said, the survey result is conducted to check with researcher how they actually conducted their interview or study, right? So it's like this. I'm conducting an interview for an interviewer who going to conduct an interview. It's like a doctor go and see another doctor, and then they actually try to examine each other, something like that. Yeah, just for now. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, the impact of user research is really, really helpful. Okay, if you look at it this way, the analytics and metrics is really good, and the impact on decision is very high, and then the stakeholder feedback is there, and then there are certain things here I don't want to highlight, but at the same time, okay, this is quite concerning because most people actually conducted their research. I would call it user research, or perhaps user interview or user study, right? Okay, they do know how to use the feedbacks. They do know how to produce the information they gather. This is quite common. Okay, as you can see, they do know how to really track the impact. Okay, okay, there are two parts here. Okay, after you gather the information, you do know how to use it, and you do know how to track the changes that you make or the suggestion you make is really impactful. So this is very interrelated, and it's very important for you to really think further before you design your interview, okay? So that you will know what kind of answer you will get. Okay, I'm not saying that you're trying to influence the feedback from the user, but at least you have an idea, okay, what kind of answer you will get, whereby you know how to deal with it later. Okay, so you think further, okay, before you even conduct the interview and research. Okay, so let's carry on. If you really interested to know more about this kind of user experience related videos, you're more than welcome to browse my channel. Okay, look for these videos like this, or yes, if you look at if you look at this slide right now, you can click on individual of this thing. Yeah, I did share about user experience before. Then from there, you can actually get certain ideas like what kind of tools you can use to conduct user experience. If I'm not mistaken, there's a huge compilation list of all the user experience. From research to feedbacks to study to gather all the information. Yeah, there's huge list there. Okay, look for the video. If you're lazy to watch the 30 minutes of me explaining what is user experience, yeah, it's fine. You can always just click on the slide. Or perhaps you look at the compilation that I actually spent quite some time to compile it. Okay, all the great tools are there. Okay, and of course at the same time, think further. Okay, when it comes to digital branding, remember just now I say you need to think further. Okay, so for example, you try to conduct user experience research or interview. So you wanted to make sure your digital branding is still there while all the feedbacks that you gather. So sometimes you might want to educate your interviewee so that you can ask question and educate them at the same time. So it can be done. Okay, please take a quick look about this digital branding so that you know what's next, right? Okay, and of course, if you want to produce a nice presentations, rather than creating this live presentation using Canva, some people actually really do the great job. Yeah, I know CapCut it sounds a bit irrelevant here, but actually please bear with me, okay? CapCut is great and easy video editing tools. So imagine you actually record yourself, okay, like what I'm doing right now, right? Okay, I record myself presenting a slide and transform into the video form. Okay, so imagine you get this video, okay, same thing, then you go and do some editing, then you can share it out like a edutainment video. So that's the part CapCut can come in, right? Okay, so yeah, check it out. Okay, it could be more topics that covering user experience in my channel. Okay, please feel free to browse around. Okay, I really take a lot of time and efforts to produce it. Okay, so okay, a little bit about that. Okay, so one more time, I want to remind all of you, if you want to conduct a user interview, please research before it. Okay, now you might actually ask like, okay, I wanted to conduct the research, but my partners or my top management or whoever it is, they always give you three statements to stop you from continuing your research. They will say, oh, I don't have budget. Oh, I don't think we have time. Oh, okay, we know our user very well. We don't need to do research, right? Okay, there are three simple statements, which I will call it three major obstacles when you try to conduct user research or interview or study. So how do you actually convince them? Let me give you quick tips here. Okay, by the way, just to share you, back in the days, last time the survey is done in a very long form. Okay, because before technology invented in such advanced time, yeah, just for laugh. Okay, you get a laugh, then you laugh. Okay, let's carry on the serious topic. Okay, first of all, when your partners or someone else will actually stop you and say don't need, okay, tell them United Airlines double the number for daily sessions and increase online ticketing by 200% by conducting user research to better understand their needs. This is real. Okay, you go and Google search, you should have found a few articles and publications about that. Okay, think about that. Okay, 200% is a lot. Okay. Okay, number two. Oh, okay, I accidentally pressed it. Okay, number two. If you're actually selling a subscriptions, do you know that if you make great customer experience product, you can charge your premium up to 16% from what you're charging them. So let's say you are doing a SaaS model and then you have like 1 million user paying you $1 per month, for example. Imagine 16% times the numbers. Okay, think about that. Okay, this is from PwC, the future of CX. Okay, they conducted a survey and came out with this statement. And come to this, okay, 53% of consumers feel brands fail, okay, to meet their experience standards. 53%. Yeah, imagine you are standing on the other side, which is the competitor of two brands that fail and meet their expectations of the experience standards. Well, you will be the winner. Okay. And the fourth one. Okay, 65% of enterprise experience employees said that okay, increase of demand for UX research in the past 12 months. This is actually during 2019. Yeah, especially the COVID time is coming. So yeah, they all say that demand is there. Why? Because you want to know more your user on digital space. This is why you want to do more user research. Simple. Okay, then let's go. When they say donate, give the last statement, see whether they were convinced or not. You just say 80% success rate with the navigation scheme that is really structured based on the research. You know, as navigation scheme, right? It means, at first I landing on a paid website, and then based on the information I want to search, how I navigate to the menu bar, click on the first thing, and then scroll down a little bit, then I click on another side, fill out certain forms, then I check out, for example. So this kind of navigation scheme will see 80% success rate if you build on based on the user research. Why? Because you are building what they want and what they're actually expecting. Correct or not? Okay? Think about that. Okay, so that is donate. Okay, yeah, by the way, this is very important. Okay, before you mass produce this kind of cup, make sure you ask someone else to test the product. If they give you this kind of feedback, I think you have the obvious answer not to continue, right? Okay, this is really laugh. Yeah, please laugh. Okay, let's continue. Okay, when your team members, a superior, or anyone else tell you no time to conduct user research, please tell them. Testing with 5 users only, you can uncover 85% of usability problems that you might don't know. Just 5. Come on, just 5. 5 times 30 minutes each, for example. Just, come on, 3 hours? 2 hours plus? Why you can't spare 2 hours plus and discover 85%, right? Okay, just do the math and I think you'll be convinced. Okay, if still not convinced, tell them number 2. You want to reduce the product development cycle by 33 to 50%, man. Imagine that. You can actually reduce the development time and it's much more faster and much more accurate, and you can easily hit your expectation when the product is done. So why hesitate when you try to do UX research? Okay, reduce development time. Then number 3, 50% of developers' time can be avoided. Yeah, you tell a developer, I'm sure they will agree with you, okay? And this is by Dr. Susan. And the next one is what I've been telling you, user experience can actually make you more money. Okay, I know this is just for laugh, this is a meme, but it's true. Okay, let's carry on. If they tell you no money, just tell them cost of fixing an error is actually 100 times more. That is actually for sure, because you've been spent a lot of months and money to develop the product or website, and then in the end only you realize it doesn't work and you want to fix it. It's like a restart, and then because of restart you still do want to scrap the whole thing, and then you think about that. Okay, if still no money is a reason, tell them, okay, company identifies CX readers is 3 times more exceed their top business goals, which means the company that actually really appreciates customer experience, they actually easily can hit their business goal more, and is 3 times. This is based on Adobe Digital Trends that conducted on 2020. Okay, Adobe, come on, okay? And number 3, if they're still telling you no money is a reason, just telling them that American Airlines reduced the cost of the fixes by 60 to 90%. That's close to 100%, okay? Because they're correcting the usability problems during the design phase, not during the development phase, or perhaps after or post development while doing testing. Okay, still not convinced? Okay, tell them last one is every dollar invested in user experience bring $100 in return. So if an average figure is an ROI of impressive 9,000 of 900%. Think about it. And it's by Forbes, okay, ladies and gentlemen. So, well, still not convinced? Okay, tell them visit to lead conversions in a good, website or any mobile apps can be 400% higher on a site with a superior user experience. And this is by Forrester, the 6 steps for justifying better UX. Okay, go and check it out. Okay, I'm sure any one of it is convinced. Now the question is it true that if no user research or study equal to failed development? I believe this is an excellent question. Okay, is it possible certain development like website or like mobile apps or that don't need to conduct user research or study and it won't fail? Okay, here is my simple thought. Okay, I personally haven't seen a product that really success without a proper user research or study. Okay, put it this way. 1, there's no total fail if you do not conduct a user research or study. Okay, it wouldn't a total fail. Okay, it could be just you might come out a lengthy developments and you need to pour in more resources and you still make it. Okay, you didn't fail. Okay, it could be. Okay, however, on the other hand, what I'm trying to say is for tools projects, okay, like website or mobiles, yeah, anything, right, that no proper user research or study, there's no great development result. Okay, put it this way. That's my answer. Okay, so let's go. Just for laugh one more time. Okay, remember I mentioned invite your user for interview. Make sure they're comfortable. Okay, do force themselves like you are doing interrogations. Okay, they are not criminal. Okay, you try to understand how they use your product, not try to scold them why you're not using my product. Okay, change your mindset and be nice. Okay, so that's all for user interview study, and it's actually a UX UI perspective, and quite particularly in web, but I'm trying my best to cover all product cycles and developments. Okay, so giveaway time, right? Okay, I know you already excited. Okay, before that, let me give a simple announcement. Okay, next topic will be decided by you. Yes, as promised, right? Go to the website, okay? ss68.my/GoDigital-live-vote, okay? You can suggest new topics or you can actually browse the topics that were suggested by others and you can vote for it. So the highest vote of the topics of that week will be selected and I will actually do my own research and come out this session. So that's the result I get, and it's quite coincident. Yeah, after the conduct user interview survey, someone actually puts up user journey mapping and quite numbers of posts there. So I'm really surprised that you guys make. I don't know, are you guys together? I'm not really looking at the data yet. Okay, for me, promise. That's the topic with highest vote. So let's carry on. Okay, 18.90% are looking for this topic. So It must be something out there. Okay, so let's talk about user journey mapping, right? Okay, we have user interview and research ready. So next week, let's talk about user journey mapping. I'm going to introduce you guys a few apps here that I personally use it and it's quite good. Okay, let's talk about that next week. Okay, it's pretty excited, right? Okay, remember we still got a giveaway before we end the session, so let's come to the simple question. Is it more user research equal to more profit? Okay, I'm not going to ask for the answer right away now. Okay, I changed the way that I conducting this giveaway. Go to my social media, look for a post, maybe 2 or 3 days later. Okay, there will be a questions there. Just look for it and answer it. So the first correct answer will be the winner. Okay, and the tips is simple. It's yes or no only. Okay, so that's all. And remember, those who can grab it, congrats. Those who cannot grab it but you still want to meet me, you feel free to go to my website and make an appointment with me. Okay, that's pretty simple. Okay, so that's all. And remember, share to your friends if you found this session is useful, or your friends is actually in the IT line, or anyone else that you feel like this is useful. Share to them. Ask them to join me every Wednesday 8:15 p.m. Okay, using the same link 8668.my/GoDigital-live. Okay, I hope you really enjoyed this session. So let's come back. I really hope that you enjoy these sessions and we exchange a lot of knowledge. And if you found anything more interesting, or perhaps you see that I make any mistakes, please feel free to put in the comment box and let's exchange. Okay, Go Digital Live series is not about JayChong telling you what to do. It's about we exchange ideas. I'm sure there are pretty a lot of experts out there. Okay, if you hear me, if you found like okay, I feel you feel like I'm missing a certain points, please educate our community here. Okay, technology simplicity is not for just JayChong. Okay, it's not just for one-sided. It's about interactions. It's about exchange of knowledge. I believe knowledge is power. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, and please do me one big favor. Okay, like my video. Okay, this is very important. And subscribe to my channel. Yes, I really need the numbers. And please put a ring so that you get notified when I go live on every Wednesday 8:50 p.m. as well as every Sunday 8:50 p.m. I will be uploading a new tutorial video in terms of walkthrough and much more technical. Okay, so every Wednesday I will discuss the topic that you guys suggested, and every Sunday I will produce a new tutorial video for you to learn and catch up with certain things. Okay, thank you so much, guys, and my name is JayChong. Thanks for watching Technology Simplicity YouTube channel. Hope to see you again next week, and stay home, stay safe. Goodbye.